This Sunday we'll be hosting Elk Grove's 2008 boys team. Our game time is at 4:30. Warm up is at 3:30. We'll be at home at Horse Creek. We'll be in red. Looking at the forecast, looks like it's going to be about 86, 87 degrees at game time. Probably stay there the whole time. Looks like there's a decent amount of wind, which will be nice, but it'll still be a warm day. With that in mind, let's make sure we bring plenty of water to the game. Make sure we do a lot of drinking of water on Saturday, the day beforehand. We get a good rest. Make sure we get a good meal, breakfast and lunch before we head out for our game. Make sure we try to get that in, 2 hours before game time. So make sure you have your lunch before 1:30 in the afternoon. Remember, we wake up in the morning. We get our 4 stretches, right? Loosen up our muscles as soon as we wake up, so we don't need to do that right before game time. Our starting lineup will have Marshall at the 9, Alexander Jacobo out wide left, Aiden out wide right. We'll have Julian and Ivan. Their usual roles are 8 or 10. Yoel is our 6. We'll have Caden wide left defender, Dylan wide right defender. We'll have Wyatt and Ray in the middle, and we'll have Miguel starting in goal. First 15 minutes, we're going to try to look for that high pressure. I'll make sure we go over this before game time. We understand how we need to press and how we need to shift in behind. The pressure is broken, we need to drop. We need to understand, where we pressure the ball, as opposed to, hey, we don't have to chase every single ball down, right? If there is no immediate threat on our goal, we don't have to have somebody chasing that ball down. We need to think, hey, can I keep the other players in front of me? Can I take away his options? Make sure that we close up the area in the center of the field and the area in front of our goal, as opposed to chasing down a ball at half field and then leaving a big, huge gap in behind. That's what we were exposed. That's how we gave up a lot of goals against Solano last weekend. So we need to make sure that we remember those things that we talked about so that we don't have the same mistakes. With that high pressure, we're trying to force mistakes close to our opponent's goal to try to get, early opportunities. So hopefully first 15 minutes, maybe we can force a mistake, get a lead, and then we can feel more comfortable. To start the second half, we'll have to kind of gauge where our legs are, how we're doing in the heat. Ideally, we'll go back to that kind of high pressure to start the half, but we'll see where we are when we get to halftime. For the remainder of the first half, and for the remainder of the second half, we do that right. We have kind of that drop, right, where we don't pressure the center backs, we don't pressure the goalkeeper. It's important that we drop. Our center backs understand how to have that pressure coverage situation. Instead of having you guys standing in a flat line, somebody should be dropping off in behind, so you're that free player able to help if anybody gets beat or if a ball goes flying over the top. Somebody has to be creating that depth. We'd like to be able to start maintaining possession. Our passing, our movement, our communication is getting better as we've been playing. So really, 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 we're looking, hey, instead of just booting the ball up the field or just kicking it out of bounds, can we hold on to the ball? Can we play together? We have to understand the risk. If we're real close to our goal and we don't see an easy pass, we don't see anything that's on, yeah, we have to play it out of bounds. Yeah, we have to play it up the line. Or yeah, we have to play it just out of danger, right? But we need to be looking, hey, is there pressure on me? Is there not pressure on me? And realize when there's not, can we slow the game down a bit? Can we control? Can we find our shape offensively and be able to exploit weaknesses that we see in the opponent's defense? We've done some work on Monday, looking to make some penetrating passes. Finding our 9, letting him open his hips and his shoulders so he can dump it off to a runner on the wing, or playing it back into the 8 and the 10, and the 8 and the 10 can play that ball over the top for our wingers, right? So it's important that our wingers stay wide. It's important that our 9 is still active so that we have people making a run before the ball is hit, as opposed to standing there waiting and then taking off when the ball is hit, right? We should have the advantage on that run. The defender should be looking at the ball, trying to find you making your run, but you should already be on your way. You can get, those 5-6 yards, and then we're in on goal. We can make something easy happen. Communication is huge. Like I said, we've been getting better, but that doesn't mean we're perfect yet. We've got to keep working on that. We've got to keep having that as a big part of our game, that we talk to each other, offense, defense, encouragement, making sure they understand, hey, let's do it this way the next time. We're not trying to break each other down. So on Monday, we did a lot of work talking about our defense, how we create the depth in behind. I'll make sure that we review that again tonight and make sure we review it before game time. I just kind of want to have these little visualizations so we have this in our head before practice tonight, so we understand, hey, this is something that we want to work on today. We want to be ready to do it on the weekend. We've done a decent job of being able to find our wingers in an area that's similar to this right here. And then our winger has had a step and they haven't played a ball in. And they've just kind of dribbled into line, and let a defender close them down because they've been slowing down because they've been trying to control the ball. So we need to realize, if I've got the ball and I've got half a step and I can play a ball into the center, yeah, all we're trying to do is curl that ball in, let our 9, maybe let our winger on the backside get in, right? We're not trying to play it to the goalie. We're trying to play it top of the 18 where our 9 can come in and he's got a shot on goal. It can't be a straight pass because we can't go through this guy. We've got to try to curve it around so it's ready for our center forward to meet. This idea of finding that early cross, something we've been lacking. It's something that we're going to spend, a certain amount of time in practice tonight on Friday to make sure that we're ready to do this on Sunday. We've gotten to this position before. We just haven't released those crosses. I don't know if we haven't picked our head up. We haven't realized that, hey, like this, we've got the defense turned. They're running. They're not going to be ready to deal with this ball when we play it in the center. So we've got to look for this early pass. And remember, it can't be to the goalkeeper. We've got to give our teammates an opportunity by putting this ball at the top of the 18 for somebody to run in onto so they can get an easy shot on goal. The other type of cross that we want to talk about is hitting a negative cross. Our last 3 games, this has happened 4 or 5 times where Marshall or Julian has had the ball on the byline and we've had people queued up in the middle and we haven't found the pass, right? So we're looking, can we hit this ball at the penalty spot so now our 9 can come in and take the shot? Or maybe we can hit this ball into the space that the 9 is leaving, and then our 8 and our 10 maybe can come in and hit a shot at the top of the box, as opposed to trying to take this shot with one of the tightest angles possible. Why didn't we play it to the middle where somebody's going to be shooting from here, where the goal is wide open, as opposed to trying to take the shot from here where the angle is so tight, goalkeeper can block it the whole way. We want to get this ball into the middle, so now our 9 has an open goal. Our 10 or our 8 have a wide open goal to try to take a shot. All right, this is a much better shot for us than this shot. So again, we're going to work on that early cross. We're going to work on that negative cross today in practice. Let's come prepared. Let's be ready to execute that on Sunday.